Hey guys, welcome back to the Screens and Scenes podcast. I'm Travis, that's Shawn.
What's up?
The podcast where everything on your screen gets the spotlight it deserves. Episode 3. Shawn, how are you, buddy?
Dude, I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing good. Just got back from a trip to LA, so that was pretty fun. Um,
Yeah, how was it? What was
oh,
that?
LA was awesome. I saw a lot of the sights, a lot of good movie history, a lot of James Dean. We went to the Griffith Observatory and saw a little memorial to him, the Hollywood sign, everything. Everything related to old Hollywood we did, and that was really cool. You know, Walk of Fame stuff and just like other studio tours, and that was really cool. What have you been up to?
Nothing good. Just been chilling. Just been working, man. Working, racing, having a good time, man.
Yeah. I mean, on that trip, I was managed to watch like a lot of shows. So I kind of wanted to not shows, sorry, movies, a lot of movies, and I kind of wanted to talk about that.
All right. What'd you start off with? What'd you first see?
All right, so out of the things that I've watched, I have like probably like four or five. First thing I kind of want to talk about that I watched was Roofman with Channing Tatum. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh yeah, it's about this guy that escapes prison and he's trying to like get back to his family, but he kind of can't see them and the family doesn't want him. But he
Yeah.
robs. The reason he went to prison is because he robs like McDonald's and places by cutting holes in the roof and then going into the roof. So it's called the Roofman. So what
Yeah.
happens is
Fair
he
enough.
ends up escaping prison, and then he goes, and the place that he kind of is hiding out to lay low before like he can leave the country is Toys R Us. So it's like early 2000s Toys R Us, and he's like living in the Toys R Us. But
Oh my
um,
God. Is this based off a true story? Didn't
this
that
is
actually happen?
yes, this is based off the true story.
Oh my God. Dude, the
Yes.
things they make movies about these days.
I know. But it was pretty cool. It's probably like early 2000s when it took place. Overall, I'd probably give it like a 5.5 out of 10, maybe a 6. It's on that cusp there. I think it was the acting was fine. I just had a little gripes with like kind of like the story. You could tell that there wasn't much of a story and they were kind of like ad-libbing to fill time, and that's kind of what I didn't like about the movie. Also, I mean, I don't want to spoil the ending, but the ending kind of made me mad. True story or not, I just think that was kind of silly because he had a basically an escape plan and he was going to go through with it, but he fell in love with a girl while he was on the run, which is pretty funny.
That's how it is, right? Fall in love.
But yeah, overall, I'd probably give it a 5.5 to like 6 out of 10 in that range.
That's fair.
One of the next movies I saw was actually the Pizza Movie. Do you know about that?
No. Who did that one?
Pizza Movie is on Hulu. It stars the kid from the Goldbergs, like the little kid, and then Gaten Matarazzo from Stranger Things, Dustin from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Um, it was memed, so I would give it a 3 out of 10 for normal,
Oh.
but for the meme, the 10 out of 10 because everyone's been memeing it and kind of going through it. It's like a stone. It's supposed to be like a stoner comedy, like taking
Yeah.
drugs, kind of like, but I feel like it's too stupid, and the jokes aren't funny. Because you know how you have good stoner comedies where they're really funny, they have really good jokes, so it kind of makes up
Yeah.
for it. It like makes sense, and it's good to watch sober, good to watch high. This one, I feel like a lot of the jokes don't land, and it's not very funny, so it misses the mark for sure. But I think my biggest gripe with it is the fact that they try to be so Gen Z with it by using like the young actors, the young stuff.
Right.
Um,
Right.
Caleb Heron, one of popular content creators, he's actually in it, and I mean, I love Caleb Heron. He's a great guy. I love his content. He's pretty
Right.
good in it, but the rest of it, you have other content creators that I really don't care too much for, and yeah. That so overall 3 out of 10. I feel like if you're gonna make a stoner comedy, you could have just made it a lot better, a lot funnier.
Right.
Um,
I mean, with those types of movies too, I feel like you want to use a lot more unknown actors. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you just bring in some random people who can give a lot more of a raw delivery because like you just don't know who they are. You know what I mean? Like they don't have any sort of like pretenses. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
there's nothing you should expect of them.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Before I go off into my other ones, have you seen anything right lately that you wanted to like rate?
Brother, Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary.
So
Oh,
good.
that's. I mean, yes, I saw
So good.
that, and that's a fantastic movie. What'd you think?
8.5.
8.5. Okay,
8.5. So
I was expecting
I want
higher.
to, yeah, I want to rate it a 9, 9.5. My only problem with it is how bad, like, it was really grounded,
Yep,
and then, excuse me, it was really grounded, and then it just wasn't.
fair.
And then it was again. But, like, even still, it wasn't as grounded as it was before. Like, it went from what felt like a pretty interstellar, like, grounded scientific space movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get the introduction of Rocky, which was great, phenomenal. It like lost the not like realism aspect of it, but like it just felt a lot more of a fun movie than it was serious. You know what I
Interesting.
mean?
Yeah, I get that. I understand where you're coming from.
Like the comedy towards the end of the movie, I feel like really took away from the seriousness. But it's still like, when they had to be serious, when they were when oh gosh, Grace had to, lock in to go back to save Rocky, or when he was trying to send out the the data back to Earth. Like, all those moments were still serious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
the delivery was still perfect on all of it. But just how comedic it was. Like, I was like thinking of Interstellar. Like, it wasn't as comedic
Hmm.
all throughout the entire movie. It was pretty serious. Stakes were almost always high. The
Yeah,
situation was always dire.
it's a very serious movie, Interstellar, but
Right. But
I
I,
get
I
what
will
you're
say
saying.
though, it's not like Interstellar wasn't as grounded, because there were the fourth dimensional beings, right? Like, there
Yeah.
were
Yep.
other beings. So it's not like I'm saying, oh, it was just humans in an Interstellar and like there was no aliens. No, that's not true. But I think even the creatures in Interstellar, like, we barely understood them. It made them a lot more. I don't even know how to describe it. Just like the allure behind them, the mystery behind it, like, just gave that extra oomph to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky being like, literally, like, they didn't even they didn't feel like they were too creative in naming Rocky. Like, I
Well,
get why they named him Rocky. I loved it. I loved it. Don't get me wrong.
it was kind of the character Grace though. It was like that's he
Right.
named him. Like obviously that's
Right.
not
Right.
Rocky's name. He's like an alien name that he
Right.
can't pronounce, but he's just kind of trying to dumb it down for himself.
No, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But that's my point. Like, that kind of goes to the comedy aspect of the movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But again, I loved it. 8.5. No, it was a 9. Like, I'd even put it at a 9.
Yeah, I definitely. For me, the movie was definitely a 9, maybe even higher, 9 out of 10. I think I understand where you're coming from, where it started off as kind of like a sciencey thing, but I feel like it had that kind of science fiction vibe from the start, especially with like
Right.
cryospace and stuff like that, like when he like wakes up. So to me, I always thought, okay, I'm like, this is going to be something sci-fi. I'm not like too worried about being grounded, but they try to do like realistic sci-fi where it's still like real because I mean, we
Right.
don't really know what's out there at all, like extraterrestrial. So just seeing that, I mean, even seeing that giant spaceship, I was like, what is that? I'm
Right.
like, I didn't know it was a spaceship, and then he's communicating, and it's scary because you don't know what to expect. So you're like kind of like scared for him because you're like, what's on this ship? Like, is something trying to attack him? Is trying to work with
Right.
them?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then having to like kind of like go back and forth. I think that was really smart, and having a lot of the decisions. I loved it. I thought like even as like a scientist, you see a lot of his like creative and like intelligence really shine through with a lot of the problem solving he has, and I like that a lot. I liked
Yeah.
a lot of it, and I just felt it was like super heartfelt. It was super emotional as far as like his
No, it was.
relationship with
Yeah.
Rocky and what he has to go through, and him turning around to be with Rocky. I loved it. I didn't have the same gripes. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be too serious, but even still having a lot of that science does ground it. So I understand what you're saying and your point. But I mean, I loved the comedy. I loved the lightheartedness. For me, what I didn't like is going in the movies, right? Movies starting right after the trailers. What pops up? Amazon Productions. I'm like, oh god, fucking hated that. I don't want to see Amazon making. I thought that almost ruined the movie completely for me. If it wasn't such a good
So
movie, I would be like, yeah, blame Amazon.
right.
But no, that
Well, I
is
mean, like
a
it was.
go
I
on.
did like the comedy. Yeah, I did like, not to say that it was bad. I even still, I did like it, and like from the beginning, it was still comedic. You know, with the way he came out of the chamber. You know, he was like screaming and hooting and hollering.
Yeah,
You know,
running away from
flopping
the
around.
robot.
Right, right, and it was funny. It was funny, but I also think like, you know, when he's throughout the whole movie, he's going throughout and regaining his memory. You know, of how he ended up on the ship and how he ended up on the team. I thought that little plot line, that storyline was so awesome. Because, in the beginning, like it flashes with just him in the background.
Yeah.
You're like, well, how do you. That's crazy. He just seems like at first, dude, I thought it's a guy on the media team, like a news reporter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He really doesn't
So
go into
that's
it. Yep.
no, no, it goes into it, but I just mean like I was so invested on that because it was like such a good, crazy storyline. I was just so focused and invested onto it. Like every time they were being funny, I was like, bro, like come on, lock in.
Yeah. You're funny. No,
But
no,
no, no,
I get what you mean.
it was for sure like the tone of the movie was exactly what it needed to be. Like
Yeah.
without the comedy, I don't think the serious moments would be as serious.
Exactly. It gives it room for that.
Right.
I love a lot of the actors in it too. Plus the I forget I haven't seen the movie in a couple weeks. You just saw it. So, I mean, I wanted to go re-see it, but I saw a different movie instead of recently. But the main, I guess she's the antagonist, spoiler alert. The main antagonist that sends him up there, I forget her name.
Crazy twist.
Um she had some good scenes, especially in the beginning, and then obviously the singing scene with Harry Styles. Now it got everyone singing that song when we left the movies that first week that the movie dropped. Oh my god, social media was filled with Project Hail Mary and that song, and then I just kept on singing it because I mean that song's great. Sign of the
Right.
Times by Harry Styles. Um, Also really liked the comedy between. I'm not really sure what the actor's name is, but he was in The Bear. He's one of Tyler the Creator's friends from Loiter Squad. I don't remember his name, but he's the security guard that him like
Right.
Lance
Yeah.
Grace is
Yeah.
working with the
He was
sour
hilarious.
Skittles. But yeah, he was great. I liked a lot of the character interactions. So I mean, even still, that makes that whole twist at the end kind of crazy. That she was just gonna kill him anyways. So
Right.
even the two of us reference to the Beatles, which is a goated Beatles song, and then having the pods be the Beatles, I thought that was awesome. That was a great send off. But yeah, fantastic movie. I guess now, I mean, do you have anything else to say about the movie?
Go watch it. I mean, it was, as you said, it was just great. Like, it was one of the best movies I've seen in a while. Definitely said. I think it was the first movie I saw this year, actually in theaters.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've gone to the theaters yet this year.
Hmm.
So definitely, it was something that brought me out, which is definitely good. But there's a lot more movies coming in the back end of the year, so I'm excited for all that.
Yeah, so far so good for the year. So if that's your final point, I will move on. Kind of on a different step. As far as movies that are prevalent now that just came out, I actually just saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie with my girlfriend on Friday.
Yeah. What was that?
I'd say 4.5, 5 out of 10. Lower than a 5. I'm gonna be real. I mean, I loved the first one with Chris Pratt. I thought that was very novel. It was really good. Had a lot of good dialogue, good characters, and then it was a lot of really niche Nintendo references. And these had some niche Nintendo references, a lot of different Nintendo properties really showing up. But I just found it boring, man. I knew what I was getting into when I was going in, and I still was kind of not happy with it. It's it's a very kids movie, and it's very fast paced. There's not a lot of dialogue, and there's not really much of a plot. It just feels like you're watching a video game instead of playing it, like a video game cutscene.
Right.
and
Right.
I don't know. My girlfriend liked it. I really couldn't care much about it. Like, plus they introduced Yoshi, and then Yoshi really didn't do much, and I didn't like that. Same thing with
No.
yeah, same thing with Rosalina and stuff like that. I mean, what was cool was seeing Fox McCloud was in it from
Yeah.
Star Fox, Mr. Game and Watch, Rob. So it seems like they could probably do a Smash Bros. Movie, and that would be kind of cool. But at the same time, I don't feel like we need a movie for Smash Bros.
Mhm.
I feel like it's just it is as it is. It's its own thing, right? I don't think we need a movie for it.
What would you have in place? Just the game. Just keep the game going.
Just keep the game, man. You just need the game because it's like its own entity itself. It's like kind of like like an alternate world, right? It's not like mainline Nintendo, and I don't think you really need to. If you're gonna build like a cinematic universe around Nintendo, you don't really need to have that in it. I don't know. That's just a personal take.
Yeah.
But I mean, Mario Galaxy. If you're a Mario fan, you know you could see it, but it's really not doing anything justice. I think it's really good for kids. If you want to go watch it with your kids, other than that, you're not missing anything by seeing it.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, honestly, I forgot it was even coming out. People keep asking me if I'm going to go see it, and I just get genuinely, I'm like, no, I think I'm
yeah.
good.
I mean, are you a Nintendo fan?
Not really, not too much. No,
Yeah, I
honestly.
didn't peg you as an Nintendo fan.
Yeah, I grew up playing a lot of the Sonic games.
Mhm.
I grew up on a 3DS. Like I did have Nintendo games. I had the Wii. I loved Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I never really was a big Nintendo person.
Oh, interesting. I'm so yeah. I didn't think you were crazy on Nintendo. I know you like your PlayStation. I'm just
Yeah,
more
I was about to say
into
that. Yeah,
I'm more into like retro gaming. It's a big hobby of mine. I've have like a
yeah.
bunch of older consoles. I have as far back as the NES for Nintendo, and then every other I can't even say that word, sequential console um,
Mhm.
after. So I have NES, SNES, N64, you know GameCube, Wii,
Right.
yeah, Wii U even. I just like collecting, and I'm big on that. And I was always big on Nintendo as far as that. I don't have a Switch 2. I just think that's a little too close to the Switch, and I feel like it's a very bad money grab. So I don't really support the Switch 2, but the Switch is awesome, and there's a lot of really good games on the Switch. Uh,
Yeah.
Wrapping it up, my last two movies that I've seen. We'll make it quick because I've seen like what 5 movies on my time. So on the plane, I managed to watch 2 movies. That being The Running Man and F1.
Dude,
I know you're going to be excited about F1, Shawn. I know you're huge on F1, like IRL,
big fan.
not even in movies. So we'll get to that in a
Big
second.
fan.
So The Running Man, I'm a huge fan of the Arnold Schwarzenegger 80s Running Man. I think that movie's great. If you haven't seen that movie, go fucking watch that movie. That movie's fantastic. It's so 80s, it's so action, and it's so perfect.
Right.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger is like that's one of his roles that he just shines in because he's an action star and he's like kicking ass. So it works, right? On this one, 5 out of 10. I think it's fine. I was
Really?
expecting a lot. I was excited when I saw that they were gonna reboot it, like do a remake of it. They do a little nod to the old one because the money has Arnold Schwarzenegger's character on it because he's like the
Mhm.
president or whatever. So he's like technically in the movie, but not. But yeah, Glenn Powell's in it, and I don't know. I didn't like Glenn Powell's character. Glenn Powell was just like he was fine in it. I didn't think he was
Dang.
like too good, but the main thing that like kind of hurts it is just like the story. Like it starts off really good premise, this that, and then it just kind of like I don't know falls apart. I like
Mhm.
you saw what they were going for, and usually, so the director's Edgar Wright, right? I'm a big Edgar Wright
Yeah.
fan. Scott Pilgrim is one of my favorite movies of all time. Um, he just he had a great vision, but I don't think he could execute it because there's just so many like things that just fell flat, right? And you had like these
Mhm.
cool characters that you thought would be cool, like little nods or like funny gags, but they ended up just being like extra time in the movie. And you're like, okay, whatever. Same thing with like the story. Like they try to like go for something cool for the ending, and I just don't think it stuck. So
Yeah, it didn't land.
that's what I have to say about the Running Man. Now F1. F1, I would probably give Like a 7 out of 10.
I understand.
What would you give it before I get into it?
Oliver.
I'm with you. He's not strong enough, fast enough, durable enough to fight Oliver. I just think he gets mollywopped. Doesn't even matter if his laser vision.
I I honestly just think because Oliver's scrappier. Like he just literally just scrap up on him.
I just that I think Oliver's just 10 times stronger. Even as a kid, I don't think Homelander stands a chance. And plus, like what like fighting like abilities does Homelander have as far as like powerful enemies? He doesn't face anyone like him. But okay, so next question is who in the Invincible verse do you think that Homelander can take?
Who do I think in the Invincible universe do I think Homelander can take?
Who do you have a chance against?
Rex.
I think Rex might give him a good fight. I think he can probably kill like Duplicate, maybe. No, because they're really tricky.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't think it could kill Duplicate.
Maybe
Maybe
Monster Girl. I think he's got Monster Girl.
That's my thing. I was thinking Monster Girl, but I feel like she definitely get him because she could survive the Thraxan shots, right? So
True.
the heat, I don't think his heat vision would do much, and I feel like she's stronger than him.
But I mean, Rex. I think it might be a tie for him and Rex because he took out a Viltrumite.
Rex did.
Rex did, yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about my fault, my fault, my fault. I'm talking about the robot Rex.
Robot. Oh, you don't think he's gonna have some super powerful robot to take care of it? I think I don't.
No.
I think I still don't think Homelander's touching. I think Rex is the only chance he has, and he has to like tie.
No,
Maybe
I
like
think Rex stomps him.
Bulletproof.
Nah,
Bulletproof's just like a really weak like, mark.
Bulletproof. Which one's that?
He's the guy, yellow and orange. He just flies. He's bulletproof.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, none of them are really. I don't think he'd survive that long in the universe. Homelander. No. I think he only survives in the boys.
Yeah, because he's like the strongest of the weaklings.
Oh, for real.
Which,
even like against Soldier Boy, I thought Soldier Boy was going to be stronger too. And I was like, oh.
I think he still is like stronger than Homelander. I think it was just a weird scenario. Because then it was like a 2v1. I don't really remember it too well, but I think it wasn't just Homelander that did that. And he technically blew himself up, so.
Yeah, fair.
Which, I mean, the boys are back. I think we can talk about the boys in the next episode a little bit. I know you haven't seen any of the latest season, right?
No, I haven't watched yet. It's breaking my heart that it's the last season, so I'm waiting another couple episodes and then I'll start binging.
Yeah, we're on going to be episode 4 this week.
All right.
So it's very good. All right. That was another episode of Screens and Scenes. Thanks, guys, for listening to us. And peace.
An 8.
8?
Okay.
An
8, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I can see 8. What I would say about that, I have to stop saying
Jesus Christ. No, I get that. Me and my legs.
Yeah, I keep using the same words. Got to use a little bit better vernacular. Okay, we'll cut this out. Let's put that in. It's around 20 minutes. All right, so F1. Yeah, I gave it a 7 out of 10 because I thought the movie was really well done. I thought it had great budget. I felt like the actors were really good in it. They were all really excellent in what they were trying to portray. I think that the story was really tight and everything was really good. And it interests me in F1, which I've never really had too much of an interest in. But now, like, watching it and all that stuff, it was like, oh, this is really cool. Especially, like, as, like, a cinematic, like, thing. I thought that was dope. The thing that I didn't like is I don't remember Brad Pitt's character's name. But I think his name's Sonny. something like
Yeah.
that.
Sonny
Uh,
Hayes.
Sonny Hayes, exactly. Yep, that's his name. I don't think it's very realistic for him to continually crash his car and still be allowed to keep racing under this team. I know nothing about F1, so I don't know if that's the norm, but I just feel like I would have, after like the second time he crashed, I would have like literally thrown him the fuck out.
Yeah, it's so that's a big like huge thing amongst like people that actually watch F1 that watch the movie
Mm-hmm.
is the whole thing that exact point that the amount of times that he crashed, he lost a wing, um just wasn't realistic. The way the crashes happened, some of them just weren't realistic.
Yeah, could
Uh
definitely see that.
it was just the realism of it wasn't really there. I also wish they'd show more a genuine race. Like the races didn't really feel that
No.
I don't know like dude, you watch race highlights, F1 race highlights, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I was at least expecting, something of that sort, like
Mm-hmm.
at least seeing like a full sector of, racing, which we kind of get, but it's kind of just quick cuts. You know what I mean? Um, it wasn't too much battling, too much overtaking. I felt like we were mostly just watching them go out, crash, lose.
Yeah.
Um, like I didn't, and then they somehow won one at the end. I didn't think it was that realistic. I didn't. It just rubbed me the wrong way. However, in every other department, as you said too, it was a great movie to get people engaged in F1. The cinematography of it is ahead of its time. Like the amount of the cameras they used for that movie were literally designed for the movie. Like they are
Really?
one, yeah,
That's
they're
crazy.
like, oh, dude, you got to look into all the camera work that went behind it. It's literally a revolutionary movie.
He was fire.
The
He was
reason,
fire.
yeah, the reason I forget what award it won last year. I think at the Grammys. Um, but everyone was saying like, how did F1 win? It was because of its camera work. It
Mm-hmm.
was just literally like they had to break the car down, right? The F1 cars they were using. I think they were actually F2 cars. Sorry. They broke them down, deconstructed them, like refit them with camera equipment. Uh, and that's just never been done before. And the cameras themselves were literally built for the movie. They were designed for the movie. Um, So those types of cameras are now going to be, used in a lot more.
Movies. Period.
Exactly. Yeah, movies. Period.
That's awesome.
So F1 really, the movie itself really is revolutionary in so many different ways.
Yeah, I mean,
But another main problem with it, really quick, is the story. Though I know you said it was good, but I felt like it was the most generic sports movie. Like you could have
yeah, no, it
replaced.
is. It literally is. I'm not saying
Yeah,
like anything like. I think you're completely right. That's like one of the gripes that I have with it.
it was like it was I don't know. It was just like I felt like you could replace F1 the races with any other sport. Like you could put every time they were gonna go out on track, you could have made it a football field or a soccer field. You know what I mean? And I feel like the movie would have hit just the same.
Hmm.
Which kind of that kind of rubs me the wrong way because like I also feel like the movie like I said, it just followed every sports movie formula.
Kind of, but not really. Just because like you can't just get like an old ass dude to come and pull up to the sport. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work.
You're right, right.
And then you have
Yeah, that doesn't
the
work.
whole like team system and stuff like that. Plus, like, I mean, personally, what I really liked is some of the races are really good, except for like the constant crashing. That just didn't make sense to me. I get like at the
Right.
end where he was like, it was part of his grand scheme to like game time and do all this stuff, and he was thinking big brain, but come on now, like if you're doing all that like realistically in real life, especially for like someone you're taking a chance on, they're gonna just can you. They're gonna get someone new. They're not gonna.
Right.
And I get like he won a race like alone after the other kid got hurt, but I don't know. But I mean, I honestly really enjoyed a lot of like the technicality of the races, as far as like, oh, they're like specifically doing like timing for like the tires, or they're talking about the tires. It's just something I,
Yeah.
as like someone who doesn't watch F1, never thought like, oh, tires are too hot, tires are too cold, right? You have to get the perfect timing on this. And they couldn't get the timing
Yeah.
right for like the like changing a wheel or something, or same thing like
Yeah.
that, or like even coming out or taking strategic breaks. I thought that was really cool, and I thought that really that helped the movie a lot, and a lot of it I thought that was awesome. But I just think like not only will this main guy get probably seriously hurt in one of these accidents, but again, sinking money, and then it'd be like, nah, we can't trust this guy.
Right.
But
No, I mean exactly. Those cars cost like 20 million to build.
I know
Crashing them is no big deal, you know.
they're already
It's
bleeding money.
insane. Right, they literally are. They're bleeding money just to build it. You know, you crash it once and that's another couple million just to fix it, you know.
Mm. But that was my main gripe. I guess there was you had to do a way to show that this guy's not
Oh my god.
what.
Sorry to cut you off. Live news I'm just seeing right here on the sidelines here. Man of Tomorrow has officially started filming.
Really?
Yeah.
Hype. That's hype.
Oh, I'm so pumped. The Supergirl right around the corner too. That's gonna be loving what's DC's doing, man.
Yeah,
Loving it.
I think
Loving
they
it
just
all.
actually casted Martian Manhunter. I don't know the actor's name.
Really?
Yes, I think they just casted him, which is great. They're definitely doing all that. They're probably gonna hold out the casting for Batman for a while.
A while, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like it was the same with Superman, you know, no matter who they cast, everyone's gonna hate it at first.
there's a lot of like people online that want like all these different actors. I've seen this one that
Right.
was in this show. I forget the guy's name. Wow, we're really bad with names right now. I think they're gonna cast him. I have a very strong chance he's gonna get casted. I'll have to look him up. But some of them are just terrible. People want Jake Gyllenhaal to play Batman. I'm like, fuck no, that's terrible.
Mm.
I mean, if
Yeah,
you
I
had to
can't.
pick anyone to play
I can't see
Batman,
that.
do you have a pick right now?
I honestly don't. Genuinely, when I think of Bruce Wayne, man, because here's my thing. I feel like anyone can play Batman, but
Yep,
not anyone can play Bruce Wayne.
true.
It's easier to get in the suit and play Batman, right? Like you just have to be pretty big, intimidating. He doesn't speak that much. You know what I mean? It's more so of the going back and forth, you know, getting into the mindset of Bruce Wayne. But dang, oh my God, yeah. Speaking of being bad of names, Dean Winchester. What you remember
Yeah,
Supernatural?
Jensen Axels.
Yeah, Jensen Ackles. Jensen
Yep,
Ackles. He would actually.
Soldier
I
Boy.
wouldn't mind if. Yep, Soldier Boy. I wouldn't mind if he played him. You know, because he's already voiced him in the
I
animated
think,
series or
yeah,
movies.
he'd be all right, but I honestly don't. I can't fully picture it because people have like Alan Richardson, which is like Reacher, Jack Reacher,
Yeah,
Jensen Ackles, Jake Gyllenhaal. But the one that I was thinking, because these are all top contenders of people, what people think. I think Alan Richardson is. I can't see him as Bruce. He's just too big. He's too big. He's way too big. Um,
I don't mind his size. I just don't see him as Bruce Wayne.
no, neither do I. But
I just
the
don't see him as Bruce Wayne.
the actor I was thinking of, he's kind of a smaller, unknown actor. Not unknown, but he's been in a lot of stuff, but you wouldn't know him. His name is Brandon Skellner. If you look him up, I think he, out of like all the top choices, would probably be my number one because he looks.
Yeah,
I mean, shave his face. This guy looks like Bruce Wayne. Like I could
really.
definitely see this guy being Bruce Wayne. He's young. He's like around David Cornsweat's age. I think
Yeah.
they would work very well in A Brave and the Bold together. Something like
What's he been in?
more. He's just been in a lot of shows. I don't think I think he was currently in the Housemaid. 1923 is I think his most popular show.
Housemaid. He was. What was he? What was he? I just had to watch that with one of my exes.
One of your exes. That's funny. I haven't seen it. I have not
Oh,
seen
okay.
it. He is Andrew Winchester in that film.
Andrew.
He's
I think that's. If he's the main dude, I know who you're talking about.
he's opposite Amanda Seyfried. Um, but yes, I
Yeah,
think he would
I
be.
think I know he's on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know this guy. I know this guy. Yep,
I
yep,
think
yep, yep.
I think he would
He would.
actually kill it.
Ooh,
I haven't seen him act,
yeah.
but he looks the part.
I think he. So, because I've seen him in Housemaid,
Hmm.
I saw him in another movie with Sydney Sweeney, and I think it was Sydney Sweeney, and he wasn't too bad. I think he could. I think he could do it.
There,
I think he would struggle getting into the Batman side of it, like the darker side
true.
of Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
But I mean, like, I feel like that's a better problem. You know, like it. How do I say this? Like I was saying, it's easier to get into the Batman side, be dark and gritty. It's harder to play the Bruce Wayne. Like, I'd rather find someone who can actually play the Bruce Wayne and we train them to play the Batman.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
what do you think about Robert Pattinson?
I love Robert Pattinson.
You like his Bruce
He's
Wayne?
just, I do. That's what I was gonna say. I don't like his Bruce Wayne.
Like, I
He's
think
just not Bruce Wayne.
I love the actor. I think I love the movies too. Like, I love the first Batman. Obviously, second one's not out yet. Um,
Yeah.
Something about his Bruce Wayne. He's not a very convincing Bruce Wayne. I think he's a great Batman though. Like his actual, like not Bruce Wayne, Batman. I think he's great at it. I thought he did a
Right.
really good job at basically encapsulating that like smaller scale detective type Batman. But yeah, his Bruce Wayne wasn't it for me.
But like at the same time, I do understand it's earlier in his career. He's still a little jaded. Like he's just trying to focus on saving the city at as the Batman.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understood that. He's not using his money yet. Like he's not really seeing the bigger picture of what he can do. I get that.
Hmm.
He's supposed to still be young. Like that's I'm pretty sure that's just his second year. You know,
Yes.
he wasn't doing all the big boy philanthropist things he was doing towards the mid or end of his career, right, as Batman. But even still, growing up watching Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne, that is Bruce Wayne, man. Like even still, he's thinking of saving the city as Batman. He's still a jaded person, but he can still turn the switch on where he's hosting an event, and you have no idea. Like you just think this guy's some rich boy,
Exactly.
like some rich kid, some
Yep.
rich playboy.
Well, that's fair. I mean, I do love Christian Bale's. I love his performance. I think you're totally right with that. It's funny that we're talking about that because I was able to visit the Warner Brothers lot. I did the studio tour a lot. Did the classic
Right,
one, so I got to see a lot of like old sets or sets that just are repurposed for like various different things, which is really cool. But I also got to see all the screen used Batman costumes like in person, and that was wild. That was like one of my dream comes trues. It was really cool to see that. I got a lot of really cool photos. You also can compare like how big the actors were compared to their suits, and it's really funny.
right,
Like
right,
obviously
right, right.
Ben Affleck was the biggest Batman, but Michael Keaton was tiny. It was actually really funny.
Really?
Yeah, he's not very big guy, and especially like the bat suit was just so tall, tiny. But it's cool because all of the suits are like aged, and you can tell that they were worn and used. It was the coolest thing.
Right,
Like
right.
Batmobiles, all the gadgets, the cows. So if you're a Batman fan, definitely go do that Warner Brothers studio tour because you get to see all the Batman suits that were screen used. It's so fucking cool.
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna get out there then. 100%.
Oh yeah.
To go do that.
Okay. Pivoting. I know that you said you're just caught up to not the boys, Invincible.
I did, dude. Yes.
All right. Yes, this week we're having the last week of Invincible and the boys, and I
Terrible
think
news.
and
And the
Daredevil born
boys.
and Daredevil born again. At least the last week they're all going to be on together. I think the boys
Oh,
we have
okay,
a
okay,
couple
okay,
more
okay.
episodes, but this is the last week for Invincible.
Right.
But I mean, I know how I feel. I want to hear how you feel. What do you think about Invincible this season?
Dude, great season. It's been phenomenal. The story's just getting crazy.
Yep.
It's genuinely insane.
Yep.
I just my only gripe is I hate how the combat it feels like it's kind of the same. It's pretty repetitive.
Hmm.
Like all of the Viltrumite fights, I feel like it's always the kind of the same flow of fight.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they're just duking it out. one eventually gets mad, goes for the slash.
Yeah, the
You know what
karate
I mean?
chop
Like
hand,
what? Right, right, right. Like why do I know? Why do they have a signature
insta kill.
move?
Yeah,
Yeah, why do they have a signature move? All of them, they all get mad and they just use it. Also, I hate how inconsistent that is. Like, I mean, I kind of get it, but how does it make sense that we're fighting each other, and then all of a sudden I could just karate chop you?
it's more like a
Why? Why?
stab. It's not like it's like
I
I'm stabbing into your guts.
no, I get no, and I get that. I get that. Like, obviously, it's more exact as you're saying. Like, it's a stab versus me punching you. That's just a blunt like slam. But even still, it's like, why doesn't my fist go through you just the same?
I think
I
it's
feel
because
like
it's
that's a
like physics, right? It's like it's a more condensed point where it's like you're making a
right,
blade with your hand because you got to think they're super durable, right? And a
right,
punch is,
right.
I mean, a punch they could punch through someone, no problem. But they're facing durable versus durable, so they need something like a sharp object, and that's that sharp object. So it's
Nah,
more
yeah,
concentrated. That's kind of what I thought. Um,
yeah.
for anyone that's wondering, we're talking about season 4 of Invincible because I don't know whenever this comes out. This is season 4. It's the last episode of season 4. Is episode 8, it's April 22nd, a couple days away. But yes, I understand what you're saying, but I honestly think a lot of the fights have been so fucking hype though. They've been
Oh yeah, they've been epic.
so like there's never fights that I watch in shows anymore where my adrenaline's literally up like watching it.
Right.
Like my adrenaline's like literally up. Like I'm like, oh shit, like I'm like up, like I'm like antsy watching the fights. I
Right.
mean, we can
No,
talk
I get
about
that.
some of the episodes. I mean, we see about like Thaddeus, who's voiced by Peter Cullen, aka Optimus Prime. We see how
Dude,
he's the betrayer. What were you gonna say?
this is another great actually.
Go
I
ahead.
loved him. I love Thaddeus. I love Peter Cullen. His voice as Thaddeus was it did something to me. Like it like fixed something. I needed to hear his voice again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the way they portrayed him, I thought his fight against Thrag was going to be a lot different
Yeah.
because, like, it was to
Yes.
my understanding, the older you are as a Viltrumite, the stronger you get.
Is that what it is?
That's what, yeah. Like, the older you get, the stronger you get. Obviously, there's different, like as we're born different, they're obviously born
Yeah.
different, right?
A
Like
quick
somebody can
sorry.
have
A quick side note on that. I don't follow anything with that because Robert Kirkman, the guy who wrote Invincible and The Walking Dead, the creator of the show, he's fucking terrible as a writer. He recently publicly stated, get this, that he thinks like power scaling is stupid. And the whole
wow,
like adrenaline theory with Mark, how he gets stronger when he's like mad or something like that, is just
right,
pure
right.
like bullshit. But your writing's just
Well,
terrible at that point.
dude, it was. I agree, but I swear this was something that Nolan said. Like he was in season one that the stronger or the older he'll get, the stronger he'll be. Like
Probably.
when he gets to be like 1,000 years old or whatever, he's
Yeah.
like that's good. That would be the peak of your strength.
Hmm.
Um, but I was thinking because Thaddeus was, granted both Thaddeus and Thrag were there since the beginning. But I was not expecting Bro to get his head. You know.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, I've been really pissed off with everyone's been pissed off with Robert Kirkman just because I'm like, okay, so you're just asset writing is what you're saying. Like, how are you
Right.
going to make like a superhero, multi like planetary, alien show where there's not a clear power scale? That's just bad writing. To not have like a clear set of like rules of how strong people are is just terrible. Then you're not going to have a
Right.
cohesive story, and you really don't. So people have been trying to like make that adrenaline theory make sense because that does make sense. You're like, oh yeah, like Mark loses this, Mark loses that, just because of like this. But he just goes on record saying, no, that's not true. So you're just outing yourself for being a terrible writer
Exactly.
because that like literally fixes all your problems and people would respect you. But you're just a fucking moron. So I'm kind of pissed off at the writer, but the show is still kind of peak right now. So
Oh, the show's great.
it's so funny. But yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna just recap a little bit of the season. So obviously Thaddeus, we figure out that he's the betrayer. He's the one who like literally took them all out, poisoned all the Viltrumites, or with the disease, not poison. And I mean,
I love seeing the history behind Viltrum. Was crazy too.
yeah, I mean all the kids fighting. You see Nolan Young with his dad and how they just like kill each other, which is really cool.
Yeah. Now,
Obviously,
actually,
go ahead.
question for you: do
Yep.
you think, because the whole thing with the Viltrumites is
Mhm.
that they're never ending? Now, this might be me reaching here because I was watching this and
Because
like
they
seeing
breed.
how. No, not even that. Just it's just their mentality, never ending. Do you think they are named Viltrumites to go after? Oh God, it wasn't cockroaches. I was thinking of the word. It was playing off the word might.
Termites?
Yeah, termites,
I'm not sure.
termites.
It's a good theory.
Because
That's a pretty good
termites
theory.
they're just a lot of them. They're everywhere.
Hmm.
You could kill them, but they just never end.
Yeah, and they're evasive. They destroy whatever they're in
Exactly.
contact with,
Yeah.
like wood. They just destroy everything. It's a good theory.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I was watching the episode when it was going over the history,
Hmm.
and oh man, I love it. I love any of those world ending history or like backstories, like Superman, Goku.
Yeah.
I love those. They're just so few done, but each time they're just amazing.
Mm. I understand what you're saying. I'm kind of the same way. I think that's what also is really good about this show is I like the kind of superpower fights, right? I like the
Mm.
Man of Steel. I like the Goku or Dragon Ball,
Mm.
like the Saiyan fights. I like that kind of like really strong, really fast, flying, alien, destruction fights. Like I like power like that. It's really cool to me. We don't get a lot of that, right? Because you have characters like Superman versus characters that aren't like just like regular villains or small scale stuff where they have to figure out a way. But I like when we have like these really really strong characters going against really really strong characters. That's interesting to me, rather than just like
Right.
small scale stuff. And that's what I really like. And that's kind of like I kind of disagree with you about a lot of the fights. I feel like when we're just doing like filler fights for when they're just like filling up time, then I understand with like Viltrum might just keep knocking each other around in space with like Alan
Hmm.
or Tech Jacket or
Yeah.
whatever. But when it
Yeah.
gets to
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
main fight, it's like you're standing up. You're like, fuck, it's going down.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Like
I definitely agree with that.
the conquest fight.
Well, can we even call that a fight, dude? He just choked him out. Oh,
It
are you
was
talking about the first one?
yeah. We're the second one, right?
Second. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I know you weren't watching it like I guess
Live. Yeah.
where everyone was, and social
Right.
media had a fucking field day with that episode because people were like trying to eat, and you have like 3 minutes of him ripping out Mark's guts, and you're like, what the? It's
Yeah,
like
that was
so
crazy. That
brutal,
was crazy.
and you're like, oh my fuck, and you're just like, what? And then Mark's choking him out, and then that was really cool. Plus that scene where he's behind that like snapshot where he's behind Oliver with his fucking hands.
Right, dude.
That's an iconic social media picture now too. Right, the
Oh
conquest
yeah, I
is
see that
behind
all
him.
over the
It's
place.
so
Yeah, I
funny,
see that all over the place.
so
But
good.
here's all right. Did that look like a still image to you? Something about that shot looked very like weird.
It was supposed to. It was supposed to be like right from the panel and right like it was supposed to be like we're gonna
Okay,
meme
okay.
this.
I
But
gotcha.
it's fucking sick. Or it was pretty crazy. I remember it because I was watching this like with no next episode when you figure out Eve's pregnant and she's going to tell Mark, and then Omni Man shows up right when she's telling him. You're like, bro, what is that ending? It was insane,
Right.
dude. Some of these endings are like so like bangers and like, oh my god, I can't wait for the next episode. And same thing now, like, so
Yeah.
to spoil it a little bit, skipping ahead. Obviously, we'll all right. We'll talk about it now. About I liked Oliver and Omni Man's like little father and son reunion. I think that was
Yeah.
cute. That was pretty cool, and they trained so Oliver's not so terrible. But coming into this fight, we see what happened to Oliver.
Dude, this kid just does not listen, bro.
Yeah. Goodbye to his jaw and his arm.
His arm, his jaw.
And now we can talk about the main course. We can talk about Thrag,
Right.
which was he lives up to the hype. That's all I can say. Like
It's definitely.
Thrag is fucking menacing and he's incredible. I honestly, this is gonna be a hot take. People don't like the way that he's drawn, and people don't like the voice actor. I like Lee Pace. I think it works. I think too many people have weird headcanons.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I thought he was perfectly fine. Like when he was talking with Nolan,
Mm-hmm.
I was a-okay. I was like, this is a pretty good voice for him. Like he doesn't need to be some like just deep voiced like mongrel. Like think of Optimus Prime, dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Like Mega or a better example would be Megatron. Like he's not just some deep dark. Like he is, but not at the same time.
Yeah. He's whiny.
He is and isn't. Right. He's exactly. He's whining. And Thrag is kind of expect the same thing, you know. He's not how do I say? The best way I think of Thrag, Loki, is kind of childish. Like
Yeah.
he is childish.
He's
You know
young.
what I mean?
He's. I mean, he's younger. I think he's older than Nolan. Maybe I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But he's still like supposed to be young. He's not supposed to be like some old Viltrumite. He just took. So he's like a young, strong, really powerful ruler. And I
Right.
mean, you can see that childish as far as like how he's treating this whole war and like Viltrum
Right,
and
exactly.
everything. So
Exactly.
I totally get the voice. I think Lee Pace kills it. Lee Pace
Oh
is
yeah.
also Ronan the Destroyer in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Did not know that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Lee Pace is in a
He
lot of
crushed it
stuff.
in that role too.
Yep, Lee Pace is in a lot of stuff. Love Lee Pace, great guy, great actor. But no, that Thrag fight was fucking crazy. I mean, call it a fight if you want, but the way he just
Slaughtered.
bodied everyone, literally, and
Yeah.
he literally was that guy. And you think Mark's like insanely strong. You think Omni-Man's insanely strong. Oh my god. And he's like, "Oh, show me. You killed Conquest? Show me." And then you have that
dude, that was
insane
insane.
still with the skull face. Oh my god! And he
Yeah.
eats all of Mark's punch like they're nothing. And he's enraged about Oliver, and it doesn't matter. Oh,
Yeah, him and Nolan having a. I did not know him and Nolan had any form of relationship.
Yeah.
Like them talking on the planet was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was expecting him just to full on see him, just kill him. Like, all right, whatever.
Well,
But no, like
he knows him. He knows him because like
yeah,
if you think about the earlier this season, he's on Viltrum while the disease is happening.
right.
Nolan is, and then Thrag's like ruling then. So, but dude, fucking that was just insane. And you just, I love the way that they show his like the power of his punches. The way like it winds up, and you see like all like the dust collect around his fucking arm, like some Dragon Ball Z shit. It's fucking crazy. And the way that he just
see how much faster he is than everyone.
so much faster, so much stronger. He just slams Nolan. Like literally, he hits him once and he puts him to the planet, like from space.
Right.
It's like, and you think Omni-Man's like this insanely strong person, like he's just because he is, like he's incredible, like so strong, kills everyone, and to face this and like just getting smashed. Oh my god! Obviously, kills Thaddeus in one fucking hit.
Dude, that it had me so mad. It was so like crazy and it was so good, but it had me so mad. I was expecting at least like
A battle.
a big battle between like the 3-on-1, you know, because they were ready, and then he just blitzed them, absolutely blitzed them.
I was also really confused about how he doesn't kill Mark. I guess because he doesn't. I guess like I was surprised and I was like, oh, it makes sense after when they explain it. Like he doesn't want to kill any more Viltrumites. He wants to keep his race going. But fuck, he had him right there. Like Mark was they're all so fucked, and you realize that they're fucked as soon as Thrag shows up, man.
Right. I genuinely think it was only because he's strong. Like, you know, he bitch slapped all of them, dude. Like he just did not care.
Yeah.
One is because I think he's just strong enough. Two, the compatibility, you know. Like that's why they went to Earth. He was like, we can actually there is a future for us, you know.
Yeah, which was another crazy cliffhanger. They're like, oh my god, they're at Earth. Fucked.
Right.
Fucked.
Oh yeah. Which is crazy. I do and don't get how Mark put that together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Like I
just
do get it. I do get it because obviously they're just looking to keep the race going, see what they can do about that. But at the same time, what made Mark really think like they were just duking it out a second ago? Like what made Mark really just go from all right, he just spared my life. Holy shit, they're gonna go to Earth to freaking produce more babies.
yeah. I mean, he just because he cares. I mean, it's really funny that they destroyed planet Viltrum, but he cares so much about the planet and his race that he'll just do anything. So that's why I think he's like, okay,
Yeah. Oh, that scene was sick.
right through the core.
Them destroy, yeah, them going through the planet was epic.
Yeah, no, it was pretty sick. I still don't think anything in the entire show beats that fucking frame when Mark punches Thrag for the first time. That was
Oh
fucking
yeah, that was epic.
crazy. That
Yeah.
was like that's the coolest scene I've ever seen. I was like, oh my god. And then I mean, halfway after he kills Thaddeus and while they're fighting him, I was actually scared. I was like, oh, they don't have this. There's no chance in they're winning this. I was like, oh, my bad. But
See, I knew they never had a chance when he pulled up and he was just floating there.
mm-hmm.
Like he wasn't attacking anyone, he wasn't doing anything. Like for the first couple minutes of the fight, he was just standing there, like just floating there in the middle.
Or
I
when no
knew
one
from
tries to
that moment.
punch him and he moves like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
inch.
exactly. Yeah, I knew from that moment they weren't winning. Like you don't do that unless you are leagues ahead of
Mm-hmm.
everybody around you.
Fair. That's fair. But I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be an awesome finale. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I don't think a lot's gonna happen. I think it's just gonna be at Earth. But like, don't worry. We have our boy Immortal to take care of him. Drag ain't touching Immortal.
Yeah, what does that mean? What is that? I keep seeing that everywhere.
No, they're just clouded because Immortal always like literally always loses. Always.
That's what I was thought. That's what I thought, but I don't know. I was like, do some people know something I don't know from the comics? Like, is he actually gonna?
No. No. I mean, I know a little bit from the comics too. I know that Battle Beast and Thrag have a fight, and I'm excited to see that. I think
Yeah,
Battle Beast actually he fucks him up, but he doesn't kill him. I know that. I won't go further into detail, but
I
I want to see what Battle Beast can do.
I know. I pretty much know the outcome of almost every fight. I've had it spoiled
Yeah, me too.
for me.
But we'll talk about it.
But I will say, and this is one thing too, and this is kind of why I was getting at earlier. I feel like none of the fights. This is my as Invincible as a whole. The majority of the fights, I don't feel like end the same way as other uh action anime or not anime, sorry, cartoons or what anything of the sort do. Like a lot of them, I feel like in Invincible, which is kind of more real in this aspect. Like a lot of them end a lot bloodier. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Where like I don't think I'm saying this right. So like say in Dragon Ball, two people are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll be going back and forth, but then you see one side starts winning, and like they are genuinely like just beating them to shit.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like you actively see that person getting beat to shit. Whereas in Invincible, I don't, dude. Sometimes their like punches just sound and feel hollow.
Hollow.
Yeah, like like when I see Goku punch Frieza, like I something that like you see it right, and you can tell that that punch did damage.
Yeah.
Like you could tell when I don't know if it's how they handle just the effects around
Yeah.
the like the slams and stuff.
I understand what you're saying. It's because like I guess it's how much beating the Viltrumites can take and how they can just like brush it off. Because that's like it's
Right,
kind of like the filler fights as I call them, like a little like Allen's fighting someone, Tech Jacket. They just
right,
because
right.
like you just they're gonna just beat each other and boop 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 and then nothing. And then when it matters, when it's a big fight, then the punches count.
Yeah, but even still too, like right with Conquest that fight,
Mm-hmm.
Mark was losing almost the entire fight.
Yeah, he was getting his ass kicked.
He was getting his ass kicked. Oliver was no help. He was getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean honestly,
Um, Eve genuinely did put up the most damage, and then
Mark finished it.
Mark finished it. But my thing, like my whole thing with that, there's no real fight where Invincible or anyone really is like they're fighting one person. Like they might struggle, but then you see like, all right, they figured them out. Like, all right, like a lot of other, with Naruto, every single fight you watch them like they both come into the fight not knowing a thing about each other.
Mm-hmm.
They got to figure out each other's jutsus, fighting styles,
Yeah.
how to get the upper hand over each other. Like even Dragon Ball has that. That's what I'm saying. Invincible like lacks that entirely.
Like
Like there's
figuring out your
no
opponent.
yeah, there's no figuring out your opponent.
Well, it's
They just
because
go in, throw hands and then
yeah, but it's because they're like the fighting is them feeling it out, and it's like not like they have any kind of crazy power against them. Like it's not something they have to figure out. It's kind of just like they
right.
fight them and then realize, oh, this is how strong this person is. I should probably run. There isn't really a way to gauge it. And I think maybe that's it, but I understand what you're saying. Again, it's back to Robert Kirkman though. It's all of his writing because he doesn't want to do any of that shit.
Right.
He needs to take some keys from his Eastern counterparts. Go read some manga, bro. But that's funny that you said Naruto because I'm actually rewatching the first series.
Dude, so good, man.
Yeah, I'm on the Sasuke retrieval arc.
There's nothing like the only other anime that emulates what Naruto did with the, like breakdown of fights, trying to figure out the jutsus, all that is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm. That's over. That's a little overkill though with Jujutsu Kaisen.
It definitely is.
I think it's way overkill.
But I love how it's like memeified now.
Yeah,
Like, I
true.
love how I hate it and love it at the same time. It makes me lock in. Like hearing them go, like oh these two guys, or how do you say like oh Mahito activated his domain, but Yuji reacted to that 2 seconds quicker than Mahito is actually able to activate it, but was like, dude, that whole sequence, like obviously seeing it just play out is cool, but getting
Mm-hmm.
it described to you in that way is also just 10 times cooler. Like,
Yeah,
like being told that, yo, these three guys are fighting so hard right now, they're at 120% of their like lifetime potential.
it just adds to
You
the
know what
stakes. I think it just adds
Exactly.
context and adds how like serious it is and makes it like oh fuck because you don't realize
Exactly.
you miss those things like just when you see it all the time. They really have to like
Right.
explain it. So
Which I'll say Naruto does a better job because they don't explain all of that. They just show you like if someone's getting beat up, they just show that they're Loki going to start getting desperate and how they're fighting.
yeah, but it also just shows like there's a lot more stuff that they try. Like even we're talking about Sasuke retrieval arc, right?
Right.
Um, I'm not at the final battle yet, but so I mean, Choji gets his ones. They both KO each other. Neji gets his ones. They KO each other. Like Neji's pretty much done. But then the last three fights are Kiba, Shikamaru, and Rock Lee with Kimimaru, right? Technically, it's Naruto and then Rock Lee with Kimimaru, but they have to
Mm-hmm.
get saved. But even still, like Shikamaru, he's like talking about all his strategy. He's talking about how he figured it out. He's talking about like what he's doing. He's thinking about it, like talking about his ninja tools, like how he like because that's just
Right.
Shikamaru,
Right.
and it makes it a lot cooler. But even still, Shikamaru, even though he had completely the upper hand, he still needed some help. And then obviously Tamari pulls up, and then Kankuro pulls up with Kiba because Kiba had to get away. And then like oh more explanation. Same thing with Gara and Rock Lee and him just casually explaining Gara is taking like during that fight, Gara takes all the nutrients from the ground they're standing on to make something hard enough that Kimimaru can't get through. Like that's just like the little context that they have in like anime. That's really cool. So I completely understand what you're saying.
Which and I get though that to bring it back to the comparison, which all that is awesome. Like I agree with that. I understand Invincible, and you said it too. Like they're just more about the powers. They don't really need to figure each other out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's not jutsus or anything like that. Um, but even still, as you said too, it adds to the stakes. Like that's what I feel like Invincible misses. Because I always feel like too, like they're always getting disemboweled left and right, and then surviving.
It's the brutality of it, and I think a lot of
Like
like they want to just show you like these people don't fuck around; they just want to kill them. I don't
yeah.
know.
But do they have a healing factor? I was starting to think
They
about
do.
that the other day.
No, they
They
do.
do?
Yes, Mark. How do you think Mark recovers from the conquest thing? Because Nolan's literally talking about it. Is like, yeah, he'll heal because they heal accelerated than humans. Mark always does, even with his arms and everything from the conquest fight, and then again with his entrails. It takes him a while, but they heal. Same thing with Nolan at the end of the last episode, also healing, and Oliver healing.
Right.
They have healing factors. They do. But okay, now we're getting kind of to the end of the episode, so I think we can wrap it up with a couple little death battles that I have. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm down.
I'm gonna hit you with the scenarios, and you tell me what you think. All right. So Krillin drops down in the Invincible universe. How many
Clears.
Viltrumites do you think's gonna stop
Clears. Clears.
Krillin? Clears.
Clears.
But like realistically, how many Viltrumites do you
I'm
think?
serious. I'm serious.
No, I know. I'm so with you, but you don't think like 1,000 Viltrumites can take out Krillin?
Nope.
Okay. Like 1,000 Thrags.
My thing. Okay, here's my thing.
Yep.
1,000 thrags might be a problem.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right?
1,000 thrags might be a problem.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about is his speed, honestly. Like
Thrags or
the
Krillins?
well, the Viltrumite speed.
Mm.
If they, because Krillin in Dragon Ball, to like my memory, hasn't really been shown to like have that high of a speed. Not saying he's slow, but like there's just no.
I think he does. I think he's keeping up with Goku. In
Not-
Super, he's keeping up like they can spar together.
Oh, super pissed me off. It super pissed me off with that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know, but here's the thing. Even still, yes, he's keeping up, but obviously Goku wasn't. Goku, yes, Goku was going. He wasn't going all out. He wasn't. He wasn't. Goku for sure wasn't using his full speed. Like he literally has instant transmission.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But even still, like, speed aside, Krillin's a master martial artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Viltrumites, from what I'm watching, they can just punch and kick real nice. They can't do anything.
They don't
can't
have
stunt
training.
on them.
Their training is them fighting each other, but that could help.
Exactly. It could help, but I mean, he's still strong too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's still strong. Ki or Kai, I forget how.
Ki. I say Ki.
Yeah, Ki. You know, he could always use just straight Ki powers.
Yep.
Like
Solar
he can
flare.
engulf himself in Solar Flare, Destructo Disc. He could literally just engulf himself with Ki as armor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just that one aspect of it alone just he could blow up their planet if he wanted to.
Yep.
Like, he could blow it would. I feel like it would just depend on how they catch him, or like I said, if they really speed blitz him. I think that's the only big thing. What do you think?
I am very with you. I think it's not even a contest. I'm just trying to think of the amount it would take to actually stop Krillin because he's gonna get tired. But I'm thinking about you got to think about everything. Like Super Krillin, like Krillin Knight now, could probably wipe the floor with Vegeta in the Saiyan arc, right? When Vegeta shows up.
100%. Yeah.
Right. He stomps on him, right? I think he's faster, he's stronger, he can like do so much more. And that Vegeta is like, they're both planetary at that point. That Vegeta blows up planets. That Vegeta wipes planets himself. And Krillin can do that. Like, it's fucked. I think he also gives a huge, massive advantage because, like, I think he can take out a fuck ton with, like, a Kamehameha. Like, I think I don't think they can, like, what are they going to do against a blast? And they just get eviscerated.
No, seriously.
Or, like,
and that's so.
Yeah.
To your point, like, that's a big thing. Like, Viltrumites to blow up a planet, they have to fly through it.
Yep. Well,
if they're not,
actually, it's 3 of them, and it's after Space Racer's shot, so it's technically on a stable planet.
Right. Wait, say it again?
Space Racer shoots to the core of the planet
Right.
before they trace it. The three of them.
Right.
So the planet's already like basically breaking.
Right. I thought that was just because it was so big.
Yeah, it's both.
Like
It's both. But like they also don't need really help to break through that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But I don't think a single one of them could have done it.
Yeah, I don't think one of them could do it by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Like they'd have to literally like start tracing around the inside of the core or some shit.
The only thing that Viltrumites have over Krillin and the Saiyans, though, is that they can breathe in space. So that makes it a little bit more interesting.
They can't breathe in space.
I'm saying Viltrumites can breathe in space, or at least they hold their breath.
Yeah. They hold their breath. Saiyans can do the same.
I just don't think it's. I don't think we've ever seen them space travel themselves. Like they instant transmission.
Yeah.
They've been in the atmosphere, like Goku in Battle of the Gods fight spirits in the atmosphere,
Right.
but he doesn't
Not just
traverse space. I don't think they can. They're not built for that, especially not a human. Like I don't think Krillin can. I can probably hold his breath for a long time, but I don't think he's surviving in space. So that's like the only caveat to that.
Well, you know, the weird thing, I hate how inconsistent it is with Viltrumites, you know, breathing in space. They could get knocked around, knocked out, gut punched, and never have to take a breath while in space. It's just weird.
True. I mean, yeah, we've seen like a bunch of Viltrumites get knocked out, and it's just like, oh, they don't need any more air anymore, and they're like alive. That's just kind of a funny inconsistency.
Yeah. Well, again, too, like, speaking of inconsistencies, just the writing. The writing itself is just...
Fucking Robert Kirkman, man. Fuck that guy. All right, so we're getting to that time. So that's been another episode of Screens and Scenes podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Have a good one.
Peace.